what does the future of content looks like, especially news journalism side? What does the future looks like 10 years down the line, and what makes you still put majority of your content outside that paywall?
So I think one thing that the future will start doing, I think that's my prediction,
Hmm.
is till about 2 or 3 years ago, all content was just clubbed as content, whether it
Hmm.
was entertainment, news, sports. I think that will stop. Content will be very diverse.
Acha.
Will get structured based on what kind of content is it. Like the logic that applies to news will not
Hmm.
apply to entertainment. The logic that applies to audio will not apply to video. The
Okay.
logic that applies on the intersection of news and video will not be the same logic that will apply to the intersection of entertainment and video.
Okay.
Text content will be treated very different than news content. So um, I think news will increasingly become less and less dependent on advertising.
Hmm.
I think there will be a lot of larger platforms that will use technology, etc., to kind of uh, whether it is the in shorts kind of model, what do you call when it's not your news, when you take others, what do you call it? I'm blank.
Um,
It's
can't help you
just
there.
um,
Whatever. So.
so I think that so one thing that is happening will happen is that people will start seeing news content very differently depending on where it belongs.
Okay.
The next thing I think that will happen is um, each of these, and of course, convergence is going to happen where everything comes in through one cable. So it's not
Hmm.
like your Tata Sky is coming separately and your YouTube is coming separately. Already in
Yeah.
smart TVs that happens.
Yeah.
Up TV on karo, you can watch News Laundry or Tata Sky or whatever. So that like convergence of online and on air is going
Hmm.
to make that competition a lot more astute. Now, what larger organizations have is scale and money,
Hmm.
but then the costs are also that much higher.
Hmm.
And while organization the size of News Laundry don't have scale and money, uh, our costs are also a lot lower. So I think that logic will also start dictating what model people take for news. But in the long run, so I'm not going to go too much into the entertainment and the sports because that's
Yeah.
not my space.
Yeah.
But in news, you will find increasingly the dependence on ads going down, and anyone who doesn't do that fast enough will perish in the long run.